Football League is
Nemo.
on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They go play action with Jackson. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area in the field.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming
What are you
up,
saving you out there
he's got a
doing?
play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he's is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last one. As Sanders has it poked free. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
It's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gay's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Okay. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 14. And an Eagle first down.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders to the 27-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. He gets it complete to Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On second down, this is Harris. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. It's a second down run with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. A good pickup there on 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Rams 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now that one complete to Darby. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This is caught. It's Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And now the Rams are going to hold things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, middle.
Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for L.A. That's pulled in at the 32. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it doesn't appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here.
And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
The A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. And an Eagle first down.
Looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. He couldn't hook up. His time is now. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A gain of 39 yards. Complete to 2-2 Atwell. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Harris will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Rams 17. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. That's swung out wide to Harris. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision,
and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's third down and 2.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quran Williams. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they run with Harris off the option.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
17, ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And a dump off here to Robinson. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Ready up. No, 52. Striker, 3-3.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This was a very close ball game.